Hi, oh, how are you going? Welcome with me, Redsky, here on another round of Righteous Readings where I give righteous readings to you guys, my beautiful other viewers. How are you all doing, my darlings? I hope you are all doing exceptionally well. We are going to kick off All Signs January 2023 reading, and I'm also going to pull any messages in regards to love and or career for you for the month. It's going to be an overall look at the sign being read in all aspects by which the tarot and or whatever else I want to pull from gives us messages from or in regards to. Now remember, normal placements here, as we always do, darlings. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury placements of the sign that's about to be read is the way we do it here today, darlings. Love messages will always be very much in regards to your Venus placement. So if you want specific love messages, make sure you do hone in specifically on your Venus placement star sign video and look at that and make sure if there's any love messages in there and your Venus is in that sign, we'll put you up. There's a good percentage that will be a resonating reading for you for the month, especially in regards to love and all other aspects. As I said, really hone in on the specific placements. You'll get much sharper and more accurate information, which then you can take and even mold further within your chart and so on and so forth. Now, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a wonderful Merry Christmas, 2022 year, and saw out the new year in high spirit and in well regard. I do wish you all the very, very best as we very much travel into 2023 now. And it is actually Christmas Eve here where I am today now. We are just going to the early hours of the morning of Christmas Eve. So I did just want to again reiterate the fact that this is really a time for giving. It's a time to be very charitable of self in the way of giving in time and investment in others, but also internally in the way of resolve, forgiveness, and consolidation for love. Let's let that momentous sentiment of love be what we carry into January 2023 for all of the signs. Let's remember to respect one another regardless of our culture, beliefs, differences, or array of things we don't understand. We don't need to, maybe. But what we do is we need to understand that we are all human. And we all should be loved. No matter who, what, where, when, how, why we are, who we are, how we are. So with that in mind, as we travel through into January 2023, who shall we start with? Oh, I've got my astrological cards here actually. Aren't we lucky today, darlings? Quadrat has put for thee a special treat without even realizing how cool was that. So we've got the air element there, we've got the water element there, we've got the earth element there, and we've got the fire element there. Ooh, special treat for this round. Why not? Let's have a look-see. Well, let's just go with what the cards say, and we'll go through the elements since they're in their groupings ready to go. So the first grouping is air element, and the first sign in that air element is Gemini. It's got nothing to do with it. I know what you're all saying. I'm a Gemini, Sun and Venus. That has nothing to do with the fact that Gemini was first. Cards say so. Red reads cards. Cards tell me what to read. Therefore, a mutual experience with the two. Please do not send me comments in regards to that, because that is just going to be, I can just see where that's going, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get like a bit of a taste. Oh shit, and we've only just begun. Alright, my dearest darlings, little ones, just trying to get like a, yeah, boom boom, yeah, no, boom boom, yeah. I'm the worst when it comes to shut up, honestly. I could sit forever in a day and still not make up my mind. Oh, shiny boo, give me a moment, please, Gemini. Alright, dearest Gemini. Please go back to sleep. You just need this milk topped up in the middle of the night, morning, whatever. Anyways, my darlings, I'm going to call for Gemini in a minute. I'm just going to finish my desk, take and relax for a moment, and enjoy this nice bit of warmth that I've been able to, yeah, rack up here for myself today. Nice heated voices. I found my beautiful blanket, one of the two anyway. This is this is a like knitted one, but I love my crocheted one. That's beautiful. But I love the patchwork on this because it's very different. Like colour was just like a radical fun skittle. Actually, that would make it a real nice top, don't you think? Hell yeah, I love that. I love that for me. Hell yeah. Don't know about you, but I'm alright. I'm just playing the square for everyone. It depends what you're into. I like purple. Maybe the, you know. Ooh, my dear, yes indeed. Now, let's playing shop and dress up, and let's find out what's going on for Gemini's January 2023. As I said, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placement. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry. Okay, Gemini. When I was just meditating on the energy, I heard children playing, laughing in the playground. You know, the sound, the swing, like back and forth, and like the merry-go-round. I think it turns around, going around. Most of it was like that scene from Terminator, you know, when at the beginning when they're like, oh, the world's like going on fire, and it's like children playing sound, like just laughter and play, children playing at the playground or out in the fields, just playing. So light-hearted banter, laughter, childlike play, wonder. This is all the vibrations that I'm pulling from that children's laughter that was very hypnotically enveloped me almost into it. It's quite lovely actually. Because there was no nature sound, it was just all these children laughing, playing, interacting, communicating, but not with words, laughter, and vocals, no vocabulary. And that's what really sparks me. So this might be alternative communication as well. For example, non-verbal people use sign language and or PEC systems, pictures to explain the story, for example. I'm quite familiar with that one. My son's completely non-verbal and suffers ASD. So this is that almost feeling that I get, you know what I mean? Like alternative communication through not vocabulary as such, but through voicing sound. And that's what I was waiting for. Speaking of sound and voicing, Page of Swords got reversed has come out. Gemini. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, or the Sun, I love that for you, and the Nine of Swords. What I'm going to do is an overall card, basically overall for the month. Bottom of the deck will be the underlying energy, so that will be the current throughout, and then we'll briefly break it down week by week, 4 cards to do January for Gemini and every other sign as we travel through. You'll get the flow, as you know, as we go. Okay, Gemini. So as I was just announcing, apparently, that overall energy that you're going to have to deal with, though, at the forefront of everything you do throughout the month. These are the issues. This is the bombardment. This is the stuff that's going to trip you up, or the stuff that you're not going to maybe see. This is going to be the overall, hanging over it. The Page of Swords reverse. This is someone that is really hiding a lot of shit. This is an individual that is being very masked, very managed, and very, very manipulative. MMM, and it's not the M&M that you want. This is the triple M, and this is the M&Ms and Memsims, Badsums. This is an individual that knows exactly what they're doing. They are meticulous. Now, whether they're well trained in the art of bullshit and manipulation and narcissism almost, and gaslighting, this is an individual that is very pompous and can kind of be a little bit full of themselves. I'm not saying this is an individual that's got a bit of maybe an ego, but really loves to play or stir the pot, basically. This is a shit stirrer, basically, kind of an individual that, you know, really gets the jolly out of, you know, pissing people off through ridiculous bullshit, just what everyone wants in a January month. But the underlying energy, this is at the base of the deck, this is the current that will be the underlying for the whole month of Gemini's January. 10 of Swords reversed. So this I find very interesting, the overhanging at the forefront, Page of Swords reversed, but your underlying is the 10 of Swords reversed. 10 is that completion. It's reversed. There is some sort of benefit or profits or gains or something to come from this Page of Swords being his pompous, he or she, gender fluid individual, that is going to ricochet into the underlying energy to give Gemini an opportunity, a benefit, a small crack in the windows opening where you'll be gifted an advancement, a benefit, a step up. But make sure that you use this when the opportunities door opens, because this isn't something that's going to stay open forever. This isn't going to be like a spotlight cellmate. This is going to be a very small fragment of time or opportunity that will be gifted to you, and the moment you think of it, you're going to have to act on it quick, because if you think or stop or stammer or this opportunity will forfeit, will pass on, I guess you could say. But if you utilize this opportunity when it comes available to you, Gemini, this will give you massive opportunities throughout this whole month. It will open it all out and up. Flurry. Let's break it down, gems. First week, roughly thereabout, as we travel into January 2023's energy week, they have the 4 of Pentacles. Clear hold of that money, honey. We're not going to be, Gemini, I say we know, giving out any loans, ain't going to be paying no other people's tabs, bills. No. I'll be sending you my bill, not the other way freaking around, that's for sure. Apologies, Gemini. So as I was saying, for that, around that first week, with that 4 of Pentacles, you know, we are really cleaving hold of that money. We aren't loaning out any money, but we're being very, we don't want anything to get away, but nothing's really getting in either. We are cleaving hold of that money so tight. We are blocking any prosperity, not only from, you know, going, coming, it's blocking the chi of the flow. I feel like this all got to do with your feelings of your heart, to be honest. You don't want to get hurt. Some of you, I can hear that you don't want to be embarrassed by maybe having a misstep. Rather hold on to it than take any other risk of any other outcome being even possible. In the second week for Gemini, thereabouts of January 2023, swiftly made movement with that 8 of Wands. Now this is communication, this is real flurry of movement and action here, but most importantly, also communication. Also always refer to the 8 of Wands as Cupid's arrows, you know, really, you know. For the third week, I'm seeing from the 8 of Wands, it's really going to get maybe some hot and heavies. It's going to be beautiful. The Sun, the most abundant card in the tarot deck, Gemini. You know, you've really pulled it out on this one. And I feel like it's well deserved. Gemini, once you come out of that swiftly made communication, you're going to make some real, not just bonds, but some real internal dopamine, happiness, functional things. It's really going to lift your spirits. It's really going to make you feel reinvested in those around you, your connections, your environment, social circles, your neighborhood, whatever it is for you. Maybe all of these and more. It's really going to relink you back into society. It's going to get you out of the dark and damp and get you back into the blissful crispness of the air and the warmth of the sun. Fourth and final week, roughly thereabouts, as we travel out of January. This is the only one that concerned me, babes, and that was the Nine of Swords. You are very worried about people, about loved ones, family, connections, how everything's going, what's going on with them. You're losing all the sleep. You're too much in your head on the fourth week, and you really are bogging yourself down with a lot of crap you don't even need to be thinking about. It's not even on the table. You're putting it there. A lot of it's very delusional, ramping up due to overthinking, overstimulation of ideas that are just stop that. Nine of Swords, yeah, Six of Cups. The reason this is all happening in this fourth week, I feel, is because your deep sentiment to an individual person, place, or thing. I believe more so of a person, because the Six Cups is that of nostalgia. It's memories long since past, no longer here. Very, very dripping in memorabilia, love, sentiment. Where you're coming from. For some of you, I want to say this is someone that you've known ever since you were as tiny as a Jacqueline. You just grew up together, or this is family, or it's like some deep-seated connection here from way back when that you've got a lot of worries about currently. For some of you, I want to say that maybe someone isn't doing too well right now, and you're just worrying a lot about this individual, and you're remembering times when you knew this individual in the past. It's a very past energy. For some of you, I want to say maybe you're worrying about past energy that's no longer here, or someone of sentiment. Maybe there is condolences time coming around, not for now, but they have passed previously. It's like an anniversary of passing day. Some of you just worry about from where you've come to where you are now, and how moving forward is going to be, because you've got a lot to be thankful for, Gemini, with that third week being the Sun. The fourth week, you're questioning what if I don't have, what if, from such meek beginnings to such humble currents. But you worry what the seas will bring in the next flush, I guess you could say. You really are in the past energy, in the emotion, but in the mind, you're in the current thinking up shit that's so futuristic. It's not on the table right now. Or it's all been very amped up to the point where it's not really. It's like the Chinese whispers. It starts off one way and it's gone completely pear-shaped, all due to someone decided to tweak it, get a little hyper on the information, spread it too thick, and it went out too thin. Take a breath, take some respite, repose, and just get it structured, Gemini, would be my advice there. Popping, chopping, locking off the bit, you just come across a delusional, crazy, 20 of you. Just playing, guys. So we're going to continue with that. Sorry, I got a sticker stuck on that. It's driving me batty bonkers. With the next sign in line, behind the beautiful astrological oracle, Libra, my beautiful Librans, my beautiful scales of judicial justice. You will be the next sign in line to be read for January 2023, as I did mention previously, but I will again. This is going to contain messages for the places of Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of Libra. So, you ready, my beautiful Librans? I did say Mercury too. Yeah, Mercury. Don't forget Mercury. Good. We careful what thou say to in spite of El Mercury too, because someone can contest this. Seth Wells, if anyone knows him in chart. One time I decided to curse a very almighty God and spite him. But when he spited back, end up resulting in a ritual of me thanking blessings to the God. Speaking of gods and strangeness, Page of Swords again reverse coming out for Libra, as we just had for Gemini. Literally just as. What's that about? Well, Mercury may be playing some a little bit tricksterish nonsense, because that's again imposter, so I'm asking, or maybe that's a shithead. Were you just here for Geminis, really? When I did the Page of Swords reverse? What's going for Libra's January 2023, please, for the sign of Libra? Our beautiful scales of judicial justice for the January month. Let's break that down for Libra, please. I'm hearing harps. Beautiful harps playing. Beautiful harps. Just harps, no other strings. Just harps. 4 in total. Playing a repetitive, like a nominally piece. So, you know, one starts out, does 2 bars, the second one comes in, starts at the beginning, so it's 2 bars behind, and so on and so forth. And if you know music, you know what I mean. Spirit, what are we doing today, my darlings? Yeah, I can see there's multiple messages and many, but okay. Oh, what is? Sure about that. Spirit says there's a lot going on for Libra this month. Some of it's most of it's quite worrisome, in all honesty. And that Page of Swords reverse just start this. I feel like Libra, you and Gemini are going through not at all. We've had a few similarities, because you know, at the end there was the 4 of Pentacles again too. But you're going through a whole nother bloody journey. The whole theme for the month, as I said, that Page of Swords reverse. So someone here, whether that's you, Libra, maybe it is, but someone here is very much not showing their true colours, cards, but true intentions. They're masking, they're being disgenuine in their performance. They are performing it. But this is a liar, a larrikin, a sheep in wolf, like a wolf in sheep's clothing type of builder. You know what I'm saying? Now, so we've got clarified cards here for you, Spirit has told me to do. So we've got the Knight of Swords clarified by the Hermit, Virgo's major. The Knight of Swords, you know, force, bravado, you know, the get up and go, getting through it, going through it, intellectually cutting through it. It gives a shit. We've got the bravery, the youth, the force, and we are pushing through. We don't know what we're going to do when we get there, once we get through the thicket of the maze of the intellectual ideal thoughts. But when we do, the Hermit reverse, Virgo's major. This is not following your own knowledge and not trusting yourself to know what to do. And it's leading you to trip. It's leading you to make a poor decision, and make a mistake, misstep, or become too invested and needing to lean on other people to make that final decision, cut off the cord for you. And that needs to stop, Libra. You need to be the almighty force in the action, but also the almighty force of self, internal, external. To perform it, to believe it, but to actionize it, not just through the movement, but through the intellectual plane of communication and or other. The second week, as we travel through for Libra now, the Devil, which is Capricorn's major, with the 9 of Cups reverse. Libra, In the second week, it's like you just damn it all to hell, and sorry if you, but you just, it's party. Where's crack it? Pop it, unlock it, we go. Go now. We went yesterday. But this Nine of Cups refers to saying sloppiness, mistakes, losses, even around the home, or it's just all getting dysfunctional. The devil is going rampant within your emotional sector, and the fact there is a lot of mistakes here, and there's a lot of losses here, and there's a lot of lacking in taking responsibility here. This is very more, Queen of Swords reverse. This second week, you're really letting loose to the point where you are you've gone a bit dysfunctional, I've got to say. The Devil, Nine of Cups reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. This is a fickle individual that's very jealous, envious, all about self. She don't give a shit about much else of anyone else. She's not unreliable, she's fickle. Sometimes can get a little. Queen of Swords reversed is a bitch, man. She lets out the secrets, she lets carry the bag, she'll rip your head off as soon as look at you twice. Most of the time, she's not even the right place to say anything. She's really raw, really she's really rude, to be honest. She's extremely rude and very self-entitled, and really her opinions are very shrewd. What worries me is going to the third book. We've got another queen on her bloody head as well, and this one's just as fickle. Now we've got the Queen of Wands reverse, Libra, with the Hangman reverse for the third week. This is someone that can't be relied upon with the Queen of Wands reverse. This is someone that's very jealous, envious, extremely rash and unstable with their emotions at times, but completely wants what they want and will go, explode the world to get it. Don't care who, what, where, how, why, it's mine. They are very, very childlike in their immaturity to be able to wait or to understand that there's a process of time, because the Hangman inverted is coming in behind that, which is saying we're not gaining any wisdom here, any knowledge from this experience, being this way, treating people this way, acting this way, but it's a cycle that's not leading you to get any wisdom. And what sacrifice you're making is not only being not put on the table by you, sacrifice being lost due to your poor behaviour or actions, or just your poor handling of this. Sorry, I've got to say it like it is. I can't really. It's pretty hard reading, like not hard, but it's pretty cutthroat reading, Libra. And this fourth and final week is this to me is the knife in the coffin. Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. I can't even swing it sideways for you, even without the pictures of the traditional deck with half an inkling. You know what's coming. The Five of Wands is the battle, the contradictionaries of the desire, trying to get it through, get it across, get it up, get it boom. But you ain't, and you're coming to the quick realization that, you know what, fuck this. Eight of Cups, stuff you in your fucking ideas, your bombardment, your contradictionaries. Say this, don't do, whatever it means for you, or what you're dealing with, and you're like, watch my ass off. You ain't gonna see it again, because I'm done. It's a done dollar, even maybe with the Four of Pentacles coming behind that. You're taking every bit of monetary penny that is yours, mate, and you are moving forward, and you're taking it with you. You're not leaving a sniffer of a cent left when you leave this argument or this debate or this very fluxing explosion of desired point of view with an individual, entity, business, boss. It's like that pentacle is mine. The underlying energy that you're going to be dealing with, Libra, it's all in your hands and your want. the Magician. You're creating and manifesting a mighty manifesto, Libra, throughout the January month. And it is very, very beautiful and scary and light and shadow. Be careful, because under that Magician is, again, another 5, this time the 5 of Swords. Again, with the conflict, this time going to battle with the intellectual minds rather than the actual physicality of the desire. This is the want through the knowledge or the thought or the idea. Maybe a print of something original, for example, especially with the Magician being that of creativity. Don't let the bombardment of the opposition turn this magical Magician into a trickster wizard. That's a real plagiaristic piece that you don't want to become. You're dealing with some rather underhanded individuals, I want to say, Libra, during this time, with quite tedious and tenderness in the waters here. You're going through some shit. Definitely going through some shit. You're walking out in some shit too. Like these 5s, man. These queens and all this invertedness. Except for that knight and that devil. Like, ugh. Tough realizations are coming in January. It's not just a new year, baby. It's a whole new genre. It's a whole new world, Libra. And you're pulling it from its teeth and ripping it up from the root. People don't know, they're going to feel it real soon. A big hole in the spot where it used to be. Next air sign to be read, 3rd and final, which is, of course, therefore, is our beautiful Aquariuses. So, my beautiful water-bearing cousins, let's get into your January 2023. Just give me a moment to get a coffee, or no, actually, I'm going to go an English breakfast cup of tea, I do believe, since it is 5 o'clock ski here. Roll a desk stick, and I'll be back in just a moment to pull your cards, Aquarius. Alright, let's get into the Aquariuses now. Sorry, I must have moved my angle out a little bit, so I've got half an head here. Let's sign up Aquarius, please. For January 2023. And if you would be so absolutely beautifully kind to leave a like, if you want to comment, definitely do so. But most importantly, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button for me, guys, and hit that notification bell to all, because don't forget, in around February, March, the channel will be doing all live readings as soon as we come off the school holidays here at the end of January. February, mid-February, we will be doing all live readings for all of the readings on the channel. Let's get into Aquarius now. That jumper that we had come out quite prominently and popped out like a little, whoops, like my phone just decided to go bow, bow, pop, pop the pool. Excuse you. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Homemaker, the doter, one that likes to see that growth. She likes to nurture it, likes to nuzzle it and, give it all the nutrients and all the, mothering it needs. She's the nurturer, she's the homemaker, she's the doter of all of that by which needs growth. I feel like that's all you're doing right now, Aquarius, is the growth, like literally. If you've ever seen the kids movie, it's actually an Australian one, believe it or not, one of the only few good, we do a few good animations, but one of the good few Australian movies we've ever done in animation. It's called Fern Gully. If you've not seen it, I suggest you watch it, actually, because the Queen of Pentacles feeling I'm getting from your meditation here is very much the mother fairy that is the bringer of nature. She makes things grow. Her power is that to make it grow, and she's trying to teach her younger apprentice, Krista, to have this gift to make the plants grow, make the trees grow, etc. But she can't do it. It's beautiful fauna and flora depicted in this movie. Fern Gully. I strongly suggest, if you've not seen it, well, it's a kids movie, but it's a good family movie. It's got great sentiment of some real messages in there. Second card to pop out, sorry, Aquarius, was the Lover's Reverse. This is Gemini's Major. you're really focusing on the home, meditating on the home, all that by which it attains to for you, the material, the asset, the furnishings, as well as yourself. Maybe because some things aren't going so good on the external for you, outside the home or within the home, like connections and so forth. Wow. Now we've had Cancer's major come out with the Chariot. The second week with the Lovers reversed, though, Aquarius, is a real consensus here of sorry, I need to pull one more. I just wanted to have a look for a sec. So the first week, sorry, I got so wrapped into what was going on. Actually, I might just talk in a second if that's all right. There we go. Because I knew it was coming and I just wanted to round out this month first before I went too much further. Very strong energy at the forefront, adds the theme with that Queen of Pentacles, but the underlying energy with the King of Swords as well. Over and under. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, wow, that's an almighty devotion of meticulousness through the planning, action, growth, fertilization of it, as well as the intellectual bite, knowledge, interest, and ideas and thoughts, as well as action to get it done. This is having like the body and the mind. It's like having the whole shebang caboodle. It's having all ducks in a row here, bitches, ready to pop them down. Sorry, you look excited apparently. We're knocking down the ducks today, people. We're knocking down the ducks all month, baby. Underlying and underlying says it all. Let's look at the weeks now. Let's break this down a little bit for Aquarius. So as I was saying, when I've got a little bit skilled off track, so I apologise. The first week of January, the Lovers reverse, Gemini's major coming through here for Aquarius. The first week of January coming out of that New Year bum is a little bit of a sour note, I want to say. There is a bit of a bust up, or maybe just a stepping aside of a connection or a relationship, or even maybe a career, deciding to go a different path. And this is like just this isn't something that you thought about, maybe even put too much energy into. It's just like bang, you took the foot off the accelerator and slammed it on the brake, and you came to a bloody stop real quick, smarty. Because the second week of January for Aquarius is Cancer's major now. We've had Gemini, and now for the second week we have Cancer, the Chariot for Aquarius. You're really pushing here. Balls to the wall, flogging it and all. And in the second week you will have adversity here. You will have triumph. Because you're going to push through all the conflict, the disdain, all the bullshit, and you're going to bring that balance. Aliens and astronauts be damned. Because NASA or the intergalactic independent, I'm going through it. In the third week, find out maybe why. Third week of January for Aquarius. The Two of Wands. This is looking at the ideal of it, the thought of it, and then looking at it in its real living, breathing reality. And really assessing that and wondering if these two are one and the same. Was my idea of how I wanted it to be before it came into this living, breathing reality that I'm currently dealing with. Was that really the way it was in my head, how I pictured it when I molded it into this little clay little model? Now that it's here and I stand on it in the creation of it, I think you're making a realization that these two things are not one and the same. Because we're going to work at it, the fourth and final week coming out of January for my beautiful Aquarius is the Eight of Pentacles. I like that. Because it's saying, yeah, we don't got it right now, but we're going to get it. You know how we're going to get it, head down, bump up, and we're going to maintain not only what we got, but we're going to move it forward with a lot more skill, a lot more advancement. banging out pentacles through repetition, through due diligence, through but. I'm seeing you're going to tire of this very quickly. This sort of militant boom, it's just, is great. But it's only going to carry the weight of your want for a very fragment of time if you think you're going to get a week even out that baby. I'd be rethinking the timeline a little bit there. Beginning of February, I'll give you a sneak peek, because I'm telling you the Three of Pentacles reverse. It's a time fractal fragment of framework you've got to work with here. You busted out of line, out of time, go bogus. Three of Pentacles reverse. Not collaborating well, misunderstandings here, maybe even loss of money, prestige, a development that should have taken off, not coming in, opportunities missed here. I could go further, but I don't really want to. I don't think you want to hear it anyway. I think you get the idea. There's Two of Wands in the 3rd week. That activates in the 4th week, the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles reverse. I see you're coming in hot with a realization here, or a desire, or a through some sort of movement that you've been trying to bring in for a bit, because you're trying to maybe even take your head out of this connection that's gone a bit bust. You just want to build here. You want to grow here. Whether it's actual money or materialistic growth or actual make shit. Maybe you're in a like nurturer's bug energy. Like, you know, when women are pregnant, they go through that nesting. Like, we all go through, you know, stages of hobbies or something that get us really like hell excited about doing that, and we go through a little bit of a psychosis of I can't stop doing this, and I've got to I'm not sleeping, eating, For, you know, X amount of time, 4 days, 5 days, whatever it is, your process of this hobby, interest, fascination, fixation, all of the above, goes for until it runs its course, and then you go on to something else normally, or, you know, whatever. But it's that, oh my God, I gotta make this, I gotta build this, I gotta water this, I gotta grow this, because over there is some shit I don't want to deal with. For some of you, I want to say someone did something that they shouldn't have, or they've moved on already and you hadn't even thought of doing that yet. So you're trying to push yourself into career or into other fragments of parts of life, which, you know what, of course, that's what people do, don't they? Why wouldn't you? And you're pushing hard with this, with that Chariot. You're pushing hard with this. But with the Two of Wands, when you push through the barriers that were holding you back from Atlanta, and you're standing there on Atlanta's floor, Aquarius, you realize, was Atlantis really what you wanted after all? Or was Atlantis an idea, a dream, and this is not merely close to the envisioned ideal of this clay-like structure that you had in your hand and held within your heart and mind? Because in the 4th and final week, you try busting the hump, you try whipping your ass, you try banging out pentacles faster than whistling Dixie 3 times fast. But all you're coming off with is a lot of arguments, a lot of disjointed misunderstandings, and the product or whatever you're trying to build is a fucking disaster. It's falling apart at the seams. Whoops, just like that just did. Well, there we go. All structures can fall down, people, no matter how fucking solid they seem. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I can't be fucked with this. Pentacles the shit out of it. Alright, air signs, yous are done. Done and dusted. Rosie's going to go get some sleep, y'all. It's like 5:30 a.m. here on our Christmas Eve. So I want to say a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and safe New Year from my family to yours. Thank you so much for your support, love, comments, guidance, and most importantly, likes and talks in the chat and tarot community. I love you all. Can't wait to see you in the next year. Till then, peace out, bitches. Redsky says, it's party time.